Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April, moving into early May 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean people out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friend. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Pisces here? In late April, early May, what messages and energies are showing up here? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces as we move into a brand new month pretty soon. What's going on? What energies and messages do we got for my good friends? I mean, the readings this week have been, I don't want to say odd, but they've been intriguing to say the least. All the different energies at play. It's like some signs have like really amazing and massive good energy. Some of them are like pretty down in the dumps, so we'll see. Now, that's neither here or there, but this energy is extremely Piscean, okay? And trust me, I know, you know I'm part of the collective myself, but just look at the imagery there. Doesn't it speak to you in one way or another? Very dreamy and etheric. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card, because although it's a very beautiful card, there's some deep messages that are contained within. So we see this lady, it looks like she's doing yoga or meditating. She's in some sort of pose there. There's a clock and the numbers are like flying off. This looks like a dreamscape, literally. So first message I always talk about when dreams start to show up, like, hey, Pisces, like, pay attention to your dreams. Maybe Spirit's trying to talk to you. Maybe you're having very vivid dreams, or there's something around surrounding sleep for you. Whether you're sleeping too much or not sleeping enough, like, it really depends when this card's here. And, you know, they say us Pisces like to sleep, right? We have one foot in one reality, a foot in the other. It's all good. This card is highly intuitive as well. It's extremely sensitive. And there is something about it that is timeless. So when I see this specifically in a Pisces reading, just know that your natural abilities, your natural creativity, your natural sensitivities could all be heightened, like to the max in this time, okay? Because I see this show up for other signs and I tell them a similar thing, but for a Pisces reading, this feels very intense. So let's see what shows up. We're just going to leave that off to the side. And I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness here. I'll shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. The reading was titled Massive Abundance Incoming. And I really hope that did speak true for a big portion of you. Abundance, just like wins and victory, they come in all different shapes and sizes. And the main name of the message last week was not saying like, hey, tomorrow you're going to have a complete breakthrough and you're going to have everything you ever want and need. It was more along the lines of Spirit saying like, listen, if you're not manifesting right now, Pisces, maybe you should start doing it. And aside from that, there's big abundance in the future coming in, similar to like a payoff of some kind. So we're going to see what the energies have this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get you three cards for Pisces, please, before we get into the intuitive stuff. Quick, 3 of Wands. So just as we're talking about manifesting, the 3 of Wands shows up. And this has been like a big theme for like the past month, Pisces, around manifesting. Even with that oracle card, the etheric nature of it, there's something about you using your powers of visualization. That message is coming through strong. Let's get a couple more. You really need to visualize the outcomes you want. Yeah, wow. It's almost unbelievable. Another card of imagination, visualization showing up here. The thought process, lots of options and offers could be coming in. Let's get a couple more. Thank you. And we have Lady Justice right here on the background. So we have karmic energy at play as well. This is a powerful reading, my friends. This is going to be a powerful one with all the energies that we have at play. You also have a bonus, which is the Four of Pentacles, holding on to a little something there. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. First look at first glance, I already told you, we have some congruent themes that we've been seeing for a while and that we even saw within the reading itself here. Different elements mixed together, which is generally good. And I will say this, if we look at the whole board, we have fire, water, air, earth. We have one of each. So we could be seeing, you know, different situations showing up completely, or different aspects of the same thing. But there is a very spiritual connection to this energy this week. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out. And just as I was talking about manifesting and visualizing, the way this all plays together is like, it's almost unbelievable to me. But position number one, we have the Three of Wands. This can often show up when you're in waiting mode in regards to something. So you might be in a waiting pattern, you might be in a holding pattern, like, all right, waiting. Okay, where are the results? When is it going to happen? So either you or someone you're connected to could just be in that mode. The Three of Wands could represent distance. It could represent travel. So for some of you, this could be a vacation or a trip, or even a connection with somebody that's separated by a distance. And I see this card often when Spirit wants us to manifest something. Similar to the Magician. This card is something that is just within reach. It's right there. It's coming in. Okay, so whether you're purposely manifesting or not, the Three of Wands is telling us that something big's coming down the pipeline. Something's right there. It's just within reach. So we'll see what that is when we start to clarify it. The challenge of the Three of Wands is that sometimes it could be a little bit stagnant. Sometimes this card is waiting a little too much, or not putting in enough action, and is wanting everything to come to them. So we'll see how it all plays. But I don't feel like we're necessarily picking up the rough edges of this energy. Getting to the center, we have the Seven of Cups, which is a very intriguing energy. And you see this image of person, they're standing, there's clouds in front of them, they're looking at all those different cups, all those different aces. And this could represent different paths, different options, different things, different situations, all coming into our life at once. But I always say this is also a daydreamy type of card. That's why it links in with what we have here. Like, so you might be daydreaming a little more than you normally are. There's something around your dreams, Spirit trying to speak to you. This has been showing up a lot of times. This is very empathetic energy as well. So your sensitivities could be heightened. So you see what I mean, how we're getting these themes and Spirit telling us, like, hey, Pisces, listen to these messages, understand this and realize it. So when I see this next to a card of manifesting and a universal card, it's Spirit saying, like, listen, look at the end result, look at what you want, and like really visualize it as if you already have it. But for another portion of you, maybe you have someone on the mind, right? Or maybe someone's on your mind. It all really depends on your story and what's going on. But yeah, the Seven of Cups is lots of things. So when we have the manifesting with this, there could be multiple things coming your way, which I felt very similar energy in the Cancer reading as well. So that kind of makes sense to me. Now, let me just get this card straightened out as best I can. Moving to the back end, we have Karmic Lady Justice. Now, a portion of you might be connected to Libra when this card shows up. This is a card of balance. I also say watch out for anything legal in this time. So if you're signing contracts, doing anything contractual, make sure you read it, check it, double check it. Okay, could be major or minor things. This is a card of balance. The universe bringing balance to a situation. You might be making a decision or a choice, feel like you're at a crossroads. But I always say Lady Justice is the biggest karmic card, very much tapped into universal energies. So if this isn't a person that you're connected to, there's going to be some karmic archetypes at play. So whether it's a change you're going through, a cycle that you're shifting through, we really want to see what's up when Lady Justice is here. Could even be somebody you know that is receiving some sort of karmic energy, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Now, moving to the back end, we have your bonus. We're just going to briefly go over this because it's another footnote. We have the Four of Pentacles. You see that person clasped onto the pentacle. There could be something, a situation, a problem, a thought process that you could just still be holding on to, clinging on tight. In its best sense, this could be Spirit saying, like, hey, be careful with your money, be careful with how you spend. You might be saving up for something big when this card is here, like a big purchase or a vacation, like we already mentioned. But in its worst sense, this could represent somebody that is unwilling to let go of something. It's also a possessive energy. So we're just going to leave that where it is. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's Let's get a good shuffle here for Pisces, my guides. Talk to me. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message. It means I just tell you how it feels to me, so feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Three of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Three of Wands time. Talk to me. Quick. Tower in reverse, huh? And I think you know it's coming. You know something big is coming. And I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. So the Tower is Scorpio energy. When I see the Tower in reverse, I mean, that's a bit of a better way that we want to receive it. I can say for some Pisces, you're in a time of recovery with this, with the Three of Wands and the Tower in reverse. It's like, okay, take a second to breathe. You're in a time of recovery. Let things settle down. That could absolutely be the message for some of you out there. But I always want to say the Tower represents change, shift, and shock. Like those are the main boom, boom, boom bullet points whenever we see it. So when I see the Tower underneath the Three of Wands, some of you might be having premonitions about certain things, or you feel it in your intuition, you feel it in your gut, like, all right, I feel like something's coming. I feel like something big is coming down the pipeline. And we'll see whether it's going to be rough or otherwise. I mean, it could be really good depending on what else shows up within this reading. But the Tower is, even in the reverse, something that's a little bit shocking. Okay, so once again, if you're not in a time of healing of some sort or recovery of some sort, this is you feeling in your intuition like something big's coming. Okay, so we'll say like, all right, yeah, the big one's coming. Change, lots of change. So there's that metamorphosis, especially with the karmic energy on the back end. Karma could be shifting. You could be shifting and changing into a new cycle as well. There could be a lot of situations that are changing for you too. So let's just keep moving forward. I don't want to get hung up there. I feel like it's very simple and straightforward. For some of you, I don't feel like it's you wanting to avoid something. I feel like it's more tied into your intuition. So let's see what's up with the Seven of Cups. Why is that Seven of Cups here for Pisces, please? Thank you. Quick. Five of Swords. Will not be denied, huh? Okay. So yeah, the Five of Swords could be a little bit aggressive. And I feel like in this sense, this could be a good thing. Now, for a portion of you, the Five of Swords with the Seven of Cups, there may have been an individual in your past that could have done some damage to you. Mentally, emotionally, even spiritually for some of you. So we could take this as a bit of a warning, especially if you're still in a time of recovery. But when I see the Five of Swords with clarifying the Seven of Cups, it's like, do what's best for you. Okay, so whatever situation you're going through, whether it's work and career, whether it's personal relationships, if you have a lot of choices or you're trying to manifest things, whatever way this fits in, Spirit is asking you to go the route that is best for you right now. Now, I know as part of the Pisces Collective myself, we love to make other people feel good. We like to heal others. We like to help others. For the most part, Pisces are really into helping those that they love and everyone if they possibly can. Spirit is asking you for once to do what's right for you, or like look after yourself, prioritize yourself. So take that for whatever it's worth, Pisces. Okay, like you take it or leave it. It's up to you. I just feel like with the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords, you just have to do right by yourself. Choose the right path for yourself. And don't be mean to yourself too. Like some of you could be just like looking at yourself in a tough way. Like don't be kind to yourself. Okay. I feel like all this in the center is focused on you. So let's keep moving over to Lady Justice and see what she has to say. Yeah. Odd message here in the center, but I mean, I guess somebody needs to hear it, or multiple people need to hear it, right? So let's see what Lady Justice has to say. We already did see like this energy of change and the karmic energy at play. So why is Lady Justice here for Pisces? Please and thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So the hands of karma are at play here once again, and Spirit is trying to talk to you. This is another common message I often get with Pisces. We have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. Beautiful energy of things settling down, things getting better. This is once again, if karma is shifting, if karma is changing in big ways for you and you're going through some sort of metamorphosis, this Four of Wands underneath Lady Justice is like, listen, you are moving in a much, much better place. Now, I will say, with these two, like your guides, your spirit team, they are really trying to show you that they are there with you. that they're with you, they're supporting you, whether you can really connect or whether you can't. Like, I mean, some people can, some people can't. They're saying regardless, like, we're here, we're helping you, we see what you've gone through, we see what you're going through, it's noted. But the Four of Wands, aside from that, is just super celebratory. It's happy, they're having a good time, it's long lasting, it's stable. So when I see it underneath Lady Justice, a lot of you, whether you are going through changes for the better, this is Spirit saying, like, you feel something big coming, because it's true. You do have something big coming, and it's positive. This could be a karmic reward or a karmic blessing for sure. Okay, along with the things shifting. So I feel like this is really nice. Notice we also have the double fours here now starting to show up. Let's go through and talk about this, Pisces, because there's a lot of messages showing up and some that I wasn't quite expecting, but we just take it as it comes, right? Position number one, we have the Three of Wands with the Tower in reverse. A lot of you could feel like something big is coming, okay, with the shocking energy of the Tower. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to be surprised when it shows up, or your just intuition is telling you, like, I feel something in the air. For another portion of you, you could be in a time of healing as well, like resting, recuperating, whatever it is, just healing yourself. But there is something big coming down the pipeline. In the center, we have the Seven of Cups with the Five of Swords. I did say some of you may have been through things with a certain individual that may have really made a mark on you when this alignment's here. This also represents Spirit saying, like, hey, Pisces, do what's best for you. Okay, yeah, it's good and nice to think about other people and how your actions will affect others, but at the end of the day, you got to take care of business. You got to take care of yourself. On to the back end, and I do feel a lot of you doing that. We have Lady Justice with the Four of Wands, your guides, your spirit team. They're trying to reassure you, show you that they're there, and to help you. But once again, I did say this could be like a karmic blessing of some sort, or a win, where Spirit's saying, like, hey, you're going to have a cause for celebration here. Just look for the signs and omens. But yeah, please take a screenshot of that, Pisces. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. Let's get one shadow card for Pisces here. I feel like it's a positive reading overall. I mean, don't get too nervous about the karmic cards and the Tower. I mean, they show up from time to time. So let's see what's in the shadows for Pisces. And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comment below. Yeah, it's a beautiful way to support the channel. I just always like to mention that, and I have much love and appreciation for all my members. I really do. So let's get you one shadow card. What do we got here? There we go. Thank you. All right, the Strength card, determination. This is nice. For some of you, this could represent a Leo that you've been connected to. For another portion of you, Spirit could be talking about something big coming towards you in Leo season, which is coming up in a few months. So maybe make a mental note of that. But strength represents someone's strength of character. This isn't physical strength and brutality or brawn or anything like that. So when this shows up in the shadows, I feel like this is a nice, clear, beautiful message of Spirit saying, like, listen, Pisces, you're stronger than you think you are. You're stronger than you know. Even if you are a very confident individual, you might have an extra gear. And I saw this in another sign this week too, where it's like, yeah, I mean, maybe you're going through some things, or maybe you've been through some things, but just know that you are strong. You have determination. You are beautiful, and you can reach whatever this goal is on the back end. So I do like this Strength card. It does often show up sometimes when Spirit's testing you. So keep that in mind if you're going through problems and situations. Could be some sort of test from Spirit, but I do feel you coming out on top, which is really nice. So we're just going to put that card right there, Pisces. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.